Now, I've dedicated my channel to bringing you middle class and upper middle class black information, standards, way of living, thought processes, political outlooks. Now, a lot of people argue with me and they say just because they have money doesn't mean that they're not a ratchet hoe. Now, I didn't know what they were talking about because I'm coming to you from a perspective of I was the son of a diplomat, son of diplomats, traveled all the way around. I speak 4 languages, 3 or 4 languages. Very smart. Almost graduated with a full 4.0. I ran into a couple of professors who were women chasers and didn't give any man an A. Yes. Then we come to Kimora Lee. And for some reason, she's still keeping the last name Simmons. She's on husband number 3. Count them, 1, 2, 3. And even was with another guy, and she's still keeping the name Simmons. Why are you keeping the name Simmons? I know why you're keeping the name Simmons. Because you're a nobody. You are absolutely nobody knows you outside of him. You're not black and you're trying to pawn all of your stuff off to black people. That's why you're keeping the name Simmons. Why won't you take the other men's names? Because they're rich. Yes, they're rich. They have money. But they're not hood rich. They don't have street cred, right? They just have money. I don't know why anybody would ever get involved with you. And this is the point I make. You can have money, but that's that nouveau rich, that hood rich, right? People who, for instance, let's take this guy here, the about a week ago guy, I forget his name right now, arrested on drug and gun charges, was at the top of the charts, what, a couple of months ago, about a week ago? And arrested. All these people you see, they become famous, get a little bit of money, and then what do you see? The next thing you know, they're in jail for everything. Murder? Murder? Really? I lived next door to where the rapper killed his girlfriend here in Vegas. I didn't know what was going on. It was a week later that I found out what had gone on. It was right next door to me, across the street. Murdered his girlfriend. Not even his girlfriend, murdered his backup dancer or something stupid like that. Getting into drunk driving, getting arrested for drunk driving, beating up their wife, getting involved in dog fights, that underground black market crap, stuff that you hear from the 1800s. I mean, you got to go deep into the criminal history to hear that charge. Dog fighting. Really? I wasn't involved, but my friends came up and said they wanted to get into dog fighting. That's your money, that's your name. Or these people don't have a name. Running the sidewalk and running into a store with the car. You have money. Going to rehab 6 and 7 times. You have money. What's your problem? That's that nouveau riche crap. That new money crap. Buy you some class while you're at it. You see them, this is how you can tell. They'll buy a fancy house and have a beat up car, or have a beat up house and buy a fancy car. That's that ghetto rich crap. Or make millions, actual millions, and be worth nothing in between movies. Nothing. Because they spent everything. Or even worse, be so stupid as to be the lead character and get paid $50,000 on a movie that goes off to make 20, 40, $80 million. And all you got was $50,000. Really? That's just like that, the Milli Vanilli. They didn't get paid anything. The people who actually did the singing didn't get paid anything. And that's why the man killed himself. Because you're a Negro. You have no common sense. As soon as you walked into that man's office and you saw that he had awards and plaques and he had a studio of his own with multiple sound rooms, you should have gone to get a damn lawyer right then and there. Go get you an entertainment lawyer. This guy wants me to sing for $10,000. Wants you to sing for $10,000? What the hell is that? His car is worth more than your house. You need to go get a lawyer. You need to do things right. Now this wench, Kimora Lee Simmons, she's on husband number 4. I'm not going about the legal stuff. I'm going by the biblical stuff, right? What did Jesus say? Oh no. You've had many husbands. I've never been married. Oh no, Miss Thing. See, I know. You've had many husbands. This wench probably has had 5 or 6 husbands in the real sense of the word, right? When you lay down with somebody, when you lay up, like what do the old black folks say? When you lay up with somebody for years and have babies by him and just him, you're married. Common law gives you 7 years, but in reality, it only takes a year, few months. When you start saying we, and you're referring to yourself and him, you're married. Because as soon as that psychology of possession kicks in, and that's what it is, the psychology of possession. That's what marriage really is. We. When you start saying we, you are now assuming that you two are together and that you are a unit. It is a natural state. And you still have Simmons as your last name, and black people just all over Facebook talking about, oh, congratulations, God bless you. God had nothing to do with this woman. This is some trash laid up with all these men, having babies by all these men. Don't even have the decency to get a wedding and carrying some other man's name. Carrying some other man's name. God ain't nowhere near this. You need to stop praising ugly. This is pure ugliness. How are you going to praise somebody who is, first of all, using your people, carrying one of your people's names, and is on husband number 5? Why is she carrying his name? I would sue to have my name taken away from that wench, right? She didn't love him from the beginning. Married him, used his name to launch her clothing line and her perfume line and all that sort of stuff, then divorced him, took half his money, alimony, child support, and then people say, oh, well, she was his wife, she doesn't deserve anything. What does she do? That man woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning with his old butt, 4 o'clock in the morning working until nighttime. Then, because it's Hollywood, he has to go to some party or some dinner and meet with this and that and the other person. She didn't do nothing. Laying on your back doesn't win you $500,000, $500 million. Huh? Are you crazy? That doesn't do anything. And you can say, oh, he was stupid for not. Oh, that doesn't matter. She's the wench that took it. Everybody wants to talk about the husband didn't sign a prenuptial. That doesn't even matter these days. A judge will completely throw out a prenuptial. Yes, in this day and age. Because they're so retarded that they think laying on your back, not contributing not one iota. I could see these women who funded the guy going to law school, was his secretary when he got out of law school and opened up his practice, did all of his briefs. Now she's doing something, huh? She's contributing to the thing. And then they get divorced and she takes the partnership. I mean, that's what happened, right? When you take out a loan, what's the interest rate? But laying on your back in this woman's case doesn't justify $500 million. I don't care whose book you're looking at. And she's on husband number 3. In reality, husband number 5. Children from all sorts of guys and still using his name. And you all up there, oh, congratulations. God bless your cute family. Oh, God, you're a bunch of morons. Have you no shame for yourself? Applauding that wench. What is your problem? Have some common decency. Have you ever heard of that word? Do you know what that word means? Decency. This is an indecent woman. Indecent. And you're applauding her. And I keep telling you that they use this psychology to put this crap in front of you and then have you praise. Have these weird people with their weird blogs talking about, oh, congratulations to, because people want to be nice, right? And they play on that. They play on your wish to be nice. People don't want to appear ugly or confrontational. It's not politically correct. I'm sorry. I'm far too smart, good looking, and intelligent to give a damn about anybody else and what they think about me, and this is how you should be. This is an indecent woman. She's ugly to the core. She has a black heart, just oozing with poison and vitriol, and you're applauding her. Oh, congratulations on your cute kid. What? Why are you wearing the name Simmons? What's that about? This is what you all should be asking. Are you buying her stuff? Have you no shame? I mean, really. Thanks for watching. Chicago.